all of my beautiful people. Jason from Pennsylvania Fishing Addiction. I'm out on Lake X today. Lake X means undisclosed location, and you guys can't fish here, sorry. Got Brittany out here today. And we're gonna try to catch some panfish. Go after some crappie. Maybe catch a couple bass or two. Oh man, this place is truly unreal. And it's private. So we're heading right now to, what is it, I guess it would be the, what would you call that? Where the stream runs into the lake. We're heading to the creek mouth, I guess is the best word to put it. So we're scooting along and hopefully get some good video for you. So it's been a few hours since I've recorded. I really don't like recording here. I figured that out real quick. I don't like destroying the peace and like serenity aspect of this fucking gorgeous place. Like there's no one else here. No one else is ever gonna be here. It's deep. It's like 50 feet deep in here. It's an old coal mine. So it's just like straight drop-offs the whole time. Like it's like 30 feet right there and then like 50 feet over there. But we were just messing around, having a beer and letting the wind push us. The wind's a little windy. And we stumbled upon this beaver dam. And I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna sit here and throw a cast. So I'm gonna rig up a minnow and then see if I can catch another one for you. We got a couple on the stringer. We just started messing them up here. Gonna get a little shore lunch going soon. So I just caught 3 like back to back to back. So I figured I'd show you the whole process in case anybody doesn't know how to catch crappie. I'll teach you how real quick. You get this little minnow guy here. I like to flip them upside down when I hook them on a jig head. You know why? Because it's more natural that way. Let them swim around. We got the old beaver dam there in front of us. You just cast right in front of it. See if we can't catch us a crappie guy. Did you take it? Did you take it? I think he played with it a little bit and then dropped it. A little bit further. Maybe they're hanging out a little bit deeper now. The sun's peaking pretty high there, so. Oh, there we go. I missed him. I missed him. All right, we'll get back out there. Not even close, Francis, not even close. But he might see it. Water's pretty darn clear and my minnow's pretty darn active, so. Are you for real? Gonna try again. A little bit further out again. I did miss one on the last cast. Unfortunately, you guys aren't gonna have to see that mess. The past 5 minutes of me trying to record this stupid bite. Come on. Come on. Maybe I waited too long and that sun did peak too high and they're like, no. There he is. There he is. Little crappie guy. He's a little small, he'll go back, but. Oh, come on, dude. Poking me. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I love crappie. Crappie, crappie, crappie. That's a big bass. So literally the exact second I turn the camera off, I hook into this probably 3.5 pound bass. Literally the exact second I turned that camera off. Oh, are you kidding me right now? I can't believe that just happened to me. I was so angry. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because I turned it on as soon as I hooked them, but... Oh, that's a good bass. That's why the crappie left. That's why. And then... Oh yeah, that's a fucking hog. That is a damn giant for here. I got a whole tree with me too. It's gonna cut my line. Oh, hi guy. Oh, you look mean. Woo-hoo-hoo! Look at that. That's a fucking giant. Oh, look at this mouth. Mom. That's a fister. I can fit my fist in there. My fist is in his mouth, ladies and gentlemen. That's a fister. That gives you a little bit of how big he really is on this little size 12 jig head. All right. I need a picture of this bad boy. Oh, and then we'll get a nice release. Oh, that's flipping dope. That's a crappie eater. He's got some crazy crushers too, though. You ready? Oh. Bye, friend. Oh. Man, that was cool. Well, I'm gonna try this again. I just missed a nice bite, and it was probably just a bass, but I'm trying to get this on video. I'm like the worst at getting stuff on video. The stuff I record is like minimal to what I actually do. Doesn't make me a very great YouTuber yet, does it? But cat's in the same spot. Maybe I can get a rip. Brittany's catching beavers. And that sun is flipping high out there. I wonder if I can post it up. He caught a crappie. I just missed one, but Brittany's over here ripping. We are gonna let this one go. He's a little short. Well, there's no size limit here on Lake X, but Brittany's catching them during the sun season up there. So nice little guy, nice little guy there. Bye. That's the spot right there. Well, Brittany's about to get wrecked. I haven't had a bite for a couple of minutes. Oh, I just shit myself. I'm gonna try to invade her little area over there because she's getting rips. Oh, get him. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, that's a nice crop too. That's a fucking hog. That's a hog crop. Get him in here, baby. Oh shit, I got one too. Oh, I lost mine. I don't know why I lost mine, but this is another one for the stringer. They just moved a little bit further, I guess.
It was closer to the beaver down there.
Oh, you're going right on the stringer for the catch and cook. Oh yeah. You got eggs though. I don't know. Well, all right. So let me tell you about this lake. I already did. It's a panfish lake, so there's just hundreds of thousands of panfish in here, and they are overpopulated in here. So I mean, taking a few out for lunch, I guess, isn't really that big of a deal, because they're going to repopulate in a month anyway, and then that's that. So we'll get this little girl on the stringer. Oh yeah, baby. You still got your minnow on there?
Yeah.
Thank you for biting, crappie. Thank you. Yeah, I finally baited back up after I lost my fish and Brittany just caught that one. And I did not cast in the DMs like I needed to, but We'll see if I can't pull one up. Nope, I didn't cast in the DMs. I need to get into the DMs over there. Oh, Brittany got ripped. You got him on there? You got him on there. She's over there ripping some hogs. All right, can I catch some lunch too? Jeez, am I allowed to help? All right, let's see if we can do this again. Oh, that's a nice one too. All right. Right on the stringer you go, bud. Thank you for your service to your country. And I appreciate you feeding us for lunch. Oh God, I'm sorry. Oh my God, you let the fish flop around the boat. You're ruining his slime coat. Oh my God. Well, he's lunch, Nancy, okay? Relax. Thank you, sir. And or madam. You got a belly, you're a female too. I ain't getting no rips on my line. Brittany's blowing me out of the water over here. We'll get her rigged up and get her back in the water because she's the only one who can catch fish. You what? Moving spots. It is pretty darn difficult. The way this is set up. All right. Back out here again. This is the area we were fishing. We're gonna go right there. Well, the wind doesn't really want to let me do it. We're just gonna park right inside of the beaver dam. Seems like a pretty good idea to me. Shit. Beaver dams are canoes' natural parking station. We got a bluegill. Oh, that's a hog bluegill. That's a damn giant. That is a giant bluegill. You get him unhooked over there, give him a little look for the camera. That's all right. We got more minnows. Right on the beaver dam. This giant bluegill. All right, bye, friend. Is he dead? Did he knock his head on the ground? Do we need? Yeah, we need to keep him. All right, well, we just added to our catch and cook. Yeah, he's concussed. All right, more catch and cook footage for you from that one. Well, he's going on the stringer. Just for everybody watching, like, oh my God, I killed the bluegill. He's gonna be lunch, baby, lunch. And I definitely caught that big ass perch earlier that I wasn't gonna throw on there for the trifecta. She was a spawning female, and they don't get a lot of perch in here, so I was like, I'm definitely not about to keep that fish. But we got lunch, baby fish, tacos, even though we don't have tacos. Those are some good sized little panties right there. Hopefully I can get another big A bass on video for you guys. That would be nice. Hey, we're having a blast out here. We really are. The wind died down a little bit. I shouldn't have said that. Really shouldn't have, because now we're getting pushed throughout the beaver dam again. Just in case you guys haven't had a real glimpse of this yet, this is what I'm on. Serene. There's no garbage anywhere. There's no other fishermen. There's no assholes on shore. There's no anything. There's panfish galore. We're catching a fish almost every cast, which I should be targeting right there. But yeah, it's gorgeous out here. Gorgeous. So you guys would usually be getting a lot more fishing content here, but the wind is blowing us off of the damn lake. It doesn't look that bad right now, right? That's because it's doing it for the camera. All right, so we were approaching this tree right here. I've caught a lot of fish off of this tree. We're gonna try to park inside of there with the canoe and just pick off some panties, maybe a couple bass. I cut a couple bass off here last time. Not as big as that bass that you guys saw so far, but maybe something will be biting on this tree. The sun's high, and we've had a lot of difficulty honing in on some fish. I'll say it's been tough, a lot tougher than it should be, but this tree is gonna make the difference. Park right up in that bit. I'm dropping the old bobby wobbin in the kill zone there. In front of the tree is where I caught most of the fish here. So we were just letting the wind drift us into the tree there, and had that one that popped my jig head off. So I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if anything else is feeling bitey. Ugh! Maybe I'll give a rip on the other side and catch a bass real quick. St. Croix, man. If you're watching this video and you're looking for a new rod to get, I would definitely recommend St. Croix. No matter what species you're fishing for, I use, what do I use? I use the 9-foot light power, the moderate action, and I catch my muskies on this exact same pole, and I catch my panfish on this exact same pole, and I catch everything in between, like jigging for walleye or casting small walleye wraps. Right there. That's what I use for every fish. Seriously, I'm not even lying. Like steelhead, or I won't go salmon fishing with this. What do? I do the St. Croix, the medium heavy. It's like an 8.6, not a 9. A little bit stiffer. I like fighting every fish I get. I like super fights, you know. I like bam, 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 bam. I don't like horsing everything I catch in. That's not fun to me. What's fun to me is wearing a fish out with the rod and myself. I think that's a good time. But it just depends on what you choose. If you're new to fishing, I wouldn't recommend this pole or this reel. Stratix, I think it's the CI4 Plus. Yeah, CI4 Plus. This is all like super light gear. So we're wrapping it up. I don't know what that was, but yeah, we're wrapping up the fishing part of today. We're gonna do a catch and cook video as well, so continue to watch if you want to see me fillet one crappie at least, or maybe a bluegill for you who don't know how to do that, which is commonly overlooked. It is a little difficult. But we're gonna scoot back to our little campsite there and start getting some stuff ready. The wind is really bad today, and there's a few more spots I wanted to hit. For instance, right there. Look at that flipping cove right there. Oh my gosh, if I could flip a minnow in there right now. But I gotta pee, and I've had a lot of fun today. I caught a giant bass out of here. That's the biggest bass I've seen out of here. I've caught a lot of bass out of here. That was probably 4-ish pounds, which is pretty good for a size 12. Kirk from East End Angler Jig Head. Kirk, that was one of your jig heads that caught that pink and with a fathead minnow. So stay tuned, and I will start filleting these fish here in a minute. Hung, this is for you. We're gonna catch and cook some crappie and a couple gills that we could not save. Boy, if your mouth is not salivating right now, you're crazy. Like, look at this back little basin, right? And this is the first thing I saw the first time I came here. And I was like, oh, okay, this is Lake X. And then Brittany was like, no, you silly. It opens up through a channel back there and it gets big. I was like, what do you mean it gets big? And then you guys have saw the footage of how big the lake actually is. And it's fucking like 50 feet deep. So me being, I'm not a novice angler by any means. And I'm not an expert angler by any means. So to get this kind of haul on a pre-spawn crappie, when all you have is a little hummingbird 110, is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. So we had a great time. We might go out in the evening.
2:04.
It's 2:04, which means we were fishing in the worst time possible. We got here like 8 o'clock or like 9 o'clock. We got here like 9 o'clock. We caught a lot of fish today, so we might go out for the evening bite. I got a lot of juice left in the battery, and I know all the spots where the crappie are now, so maybe they'll turn on. Do you ladies and gentlemen want to know what lunch looks like? I'll tell you right here. Now that is lunch for 2 people. I don't know about you guys, but I could probably eat 10 crappies myself. So, I mean, I've been drinking some low-carb beer today, so I guess that took up a little bit of space in my belly. But I'm super stoked. So, hang on a sec, I'll show you guys how to fillet a panfish properly, which is something I don't see a lot going on. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot stress this enough. The most important part of cleaning a fish, I have a crappie on there now, the most important part is to remember to treat yourself like a king or queen, right? Take a sip. You had a hard day, you had a long day. Take a sip. And now we can get cleaning, because now we treated ourselves a little bit. It's always there and it's always going to be there. Not endorsed by Miller Lite. I just really like Miller Lite. All right, so now we can get down to business. We're going to start behind the old fin here, right? We're going to cut up, get all the meat behind the head, touch the spine, follow the spine all the way down past the vent a little tiny bit. Poke through, angle your knife down, and you're gonna go all the way to the tail. Now you didn't miss any meat. Do the same thing on the other side. Cut up to the head, touch the spine, follow the spine down. You guys probably can't see that angle at all. Sorry, my hand's in the way. There we go. Past the vent, poke through, follow the spine down. Here, we'll do this. That might be better. And then now you're gonna touch the ribs and follow it down. Ribs down to the tail. Eventually you'll be able to poke through the ribs and you'll know when that point hits, because they're gonna give in a little. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, and then get that fillet off. Look at this darn fillet right here. Put that to the side. Do the same thing on the other side. I don't like bones in my meat at all. I really, really don't. I don't know about you guys, but follow, cut through the ribs, get the belly meat, because panfish have belly meat. Get it off. Bam! Now we have one crappie carcass. And now what you're gonna do is get the meat off of the skin, right? So, do a little slit at the tail end of your fillet, and then you're gonna guide your knife across the skin You bend your knife a little bit to capture all of the meat, and you always guide down, right? You always guide down because you don't want to miss any meat. And then you're left with this beauteous fillet. Now, we're not deep frying these fish, so we're just putting them in butter and frying them. So you have to get the pin bones out. So you'll see, you'll flip and see where the pin bones are, right about here. You get those pin bones out. Come on. And then you can feel where they stop, and then you just cut that little pin bone strip out, and you're left with some voluptuous crappie meat. It looks dirty right now because I'm cleaning my bricks. Give me a break. All right, so we finally have all of the fish cleaned. We have a nice little stack of fire ready for these fish to be put on. We got Brittany's fish getting put on now. We got some butter. We got some Caribbean jerk. We got some Tony Chachere's Cajun seasoning. It's actually Creole, but I call it Cajun every time. So we're cooking these bits on the fire in some butter. Man, these are going to be phenomenal. Let me bring you back over to the pile of fish here. Here, if you can see, we have a Miller Lite. We're gonna throw a couple more fillets on for Brittany because she's hungry. Get them right in there. Have you ever seen egg catch and cook this good? We're over top of a fire with a damn pot. I'm standing in the flames right now cooking these darn fish. It doesn't get fresher, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get fresher. Look how good that base is right there. The base to this pot, or pan, excuse me. Man, and we're gonna catch you guys when we're ready to eat. I might start recording her. So we got Brittany manning the fish now. Fire's roaring. She's doing a very good job. It's gonna start falling the F apart here shortly. Look at that. Right on the fire, ladies and gentlemen. Right on the fire. Now, it doesn't get any fresher than this. So we're on Lake X right now. And we got Pastor Jim over there and his wife. Terry, excuse me. Pastor Terry over there and his wife. This is serenity, ladies and gentlemen. I have reached heaven. This is heaven. And I can't thank everyone else enough. I mean, this is everything I've ever wanted in life, is to be on my own lake, or have access to my own lake. Again, this is just the back bay. If you haven't watched the rest of the video, then you don't know what the lake looks like. We did get blown off today, but yeah, we're catching and cooking, and once all the food's ready, you'll see us snacking. Well, us eating this fish is gonna wrap up the video. We might head out later. So damn soft. Crappie is so darn soft. But this is gonna end our video for today. We might go back out there and chase some evening crops, depending on how she feels. I kind of want to go back out there.
Okay.
Might take a nap after we eat these fish. It's pretty darn good.
Get good, babe.
And I want to thank you all for watching Pennsylvania Fishing Addiction. Please remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate every single view, and I appreciate every single subscription I get. 236 right now. That's how you know I appreciate it, because I know how many I have. And if you ever want to link up and maybe catch and cook with me sometime, feel free to send me a message and we'll link up. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.